Hey, what's up guys, CPNICHOLLS here, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to be the perfect ninja in Black Ops 3. For those of you who want to be a Ninja Diffuser or just want to be extremely stealthy on this game, there are three very important things that we'll be covering today to help you become the perfect ninja. So let's get to it. Right, the first thing we're going to be covering is Specialist. I'm going to be dividing this into two parts. First part is going to be ability. I've picked out three abilities that I think best suit a Ninja Diffuser or a super stealth kind of person. First ability is Reaper's Psychosis ability. For example, if you're trying Ninja Diffuse and you want the opponent momentarily distracted, it helps if you send out your clones to momentarily distract them while you're diffusing. I find it's helpful, although I don't use this ability that often. The second ability I would pick is Spectra's active camo ability. So when you're trying to be super stealth and you want to creep up on someone, it's very helpful if you turn momentarily invisible, so you can creep up on them and then knife them. Or if you're just trying to get to the bomb without being noticed, it does help if you go invisible. Right, the third and final ability I would pick is, I would say, Outrider's Vision Pulse. If you're trying to be super stealth and you want to know if there's anyone around the corner or nearby you, using Vision Pulse will tell you if there's anyone near you. And I use this one the most, and it's extremely helpful for me. It's one of my favourites. Right, the second part is we're going to be looking at camos. I find that the jungle camo is the best one for either abilities. Sometimes you'll come across a snow map, so I would suggest you go into the Arctic gear. So Arctic gear and jungle gear is the best choice that I can suggest. And it's surprising how often it helps you. You could literally be hiding in like a bush or something, and they wouldn't notice you. It's surprising how often that works. It's crazy. Oh my god, how did he not see me? Right, the second thing we're going to be covering is class. I've picked out two classes depending on your situation. First class I would say leans towards a Ninja Diffuser. I wouldn't pick a primary weapon, as you want to look like a dead body when you're camping, trying to defuse the weapon. It helps if you haven't got a weapon on your back or a weapon pointing in front of you. That'll give away your position. And secondary, of course, I would pick the combat knife. It's always a perfect weapon to use. Lethal, I don't really go for anything, although combat axe I would choose, I guess, but I just didn't have the space for it. And as for tactical, of course, smoke screen. For those of you who are wanting to Ninja Diffuse, smoke screen does help. If you throw, if the bomb has been activated, I would throw a couple of smoke screens down right next to the bomb, and then just sneak in and defuse it. It's that easy. I've used this tactic many times, and it does work. And as for perks, I would of course put on wild cards perk 1 greed and perk 2 greed. And then for perk 1 I would go with 6th Sense. For those of you who are camping and trying to be super stealth, it will tell you on the radar if there's anyone nearby you. It'll come up as like a red flash, and then you can just turn around and knife them. And then for perk 1 number 2, I would say Ghost for those pesky UAVs that come up. As long as you stay on the move, you don't appear on the UAVs. So again, super stealth all the way. And then for perk 2, hardwired, if people, which I have seen from time to time, put trip mines and shock charges on the bomb itself. If you've got hardwired on, then they won't go off. So perfect one to use. And then perk 2, number 2, cold-blooded, which is one of my favourite perks, I have to say, because there's always bound to be a person that will use a thermal scope. There's always one on the opposition team that uses a thermal scope, and this perk will keep you invisible from thermal scopes. So yeah, one of my favourite ones that I tend to use. I tend to use all the time, to be honest. And then for perk 3, of course, dead silence. Keeps you quiet and when moving around, so people won't be able to hear you, because of course footsteps are very loud on this game. If people have got their perfect, headsets that are really loud, so they can hear footsteps near them, dead silence will help with that. It'll keep your footsteps really quiet, so they won't be able to hear you coming up from behind or something. And I put a clip together to show off this class, just to give you an example of how this class works. So,
bomb is armed. You're the last man standing. Show me grace under pressure.
come on. Yes, got it. Ninja Defuse. Haha!
And that's how we do it. Get ready for the next round. Assassin down.
Whew.
That's a kill.
Right, the second class we're going to be doing is mainly towards people who want to be stealth. I have used this a couple of times for ninja diffusing, but it is mainly for people that are trying to do ninja plants, or trying to do just stealth in general, trying to sneak up on people. This one does help. Of course, no primary weapon, so it's of course we've covered that already. And then for secondary, I would say the RK5. It's the perfect weapon to use. It's a good pistol. It's like a 3-round shot thing, three round burst. It's not a bad pistol, and it's one that's come helpful from time to time. And then of course suppressor keeps you quiet, keeps the gun quiet. And then again, tactical, I would use smoke screen, but lethal, no, I wouldn't pick anything lethal. But I would pick 2 smoke screens, but I only had space for 1, so 1 will just have to do. Again, if you like ninja diffusing. And then of course for wildcards, perk 2 greed and perk 3 greed. I didn't go for perk 1 greed, because since you're going to be mostly on your feet already, I wouldn't go for ghost. I would go still with Sixth Sense, so it will tell people around you. You'll be able to tell there are people around you. And then of course perk 2 got hardwired and cold-blooded again, which we've already explained before. And then dead silence for perk 3, and then blast suppressor, so when you're jumping about, people won't be able to hear you. So yeah, always helpful. And that's pretty much it for the second class. And just to give you an example of what a ninja plant is, for those of you who don't know what a ninja plant is, it's kind of like a ninja diffuse, but I put a clip together just to give you an example of what how this class works. And enjoy.
We're in the last seconds. Bring this home. Bomb online. It's all on you. this home. That's how we do it. Get ready for the next round.
Right, the third and final thing we're going to be talking about is really important. It's helpful if you have a friend with you that's doing ninja diffusing with you, because it really is helpful. I've sometimes done ninja diffusing on my own, but it's helpful if someone's covering you from a distance. If someone's chasing you down, it's helpful if if your friend is taking out the enemies to clear the path for you for when you're trying ninja diffuse, or if they're just distracting. It's really helpful. And I have the perfect clip to show you, to give you an example of how important it is to have a friend with you. And big shout out to Alpha Prime, who really helped me on this one. If he hadn't been there, I wouldn't have got this ninja diffuse. So enjoy the clip. He was looking right at me. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Ninja Defuse.
Get ready for the next round.
Oh, he was right behind me. You saved me there.
EKIA.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If this was helpful to you, don't forget to leave a comment to me and let me know. I'd really love to hear if it worked for you, and don't forget to punch that like button, it always helps, and don't forget to click on the old subscribe button, and as always, catch you all later.